true story. I'll show you guys as soon as we're done. I'll pull it out for you. But when I decided to travel full time, my girlfriend and I took very little with us. We everything we couldn't take with us, we gave away or threw away. No storage unit, nothing. We cut ties. We're just full-time traveling, touring players now. So we brought very few things with us. Our business stuff, our clothing, some camping stuff. But I also brought a book where I have in that book printed 300 letters from families of kids and adults with special needs. Mm-hmm. And this is a book. I haven't actually opened it in years, but this is a book that I keep with me. This is my Linus blanket. This is my, if I ever feel less value in myself or feel like things aren't going right, I have this book I can pop open. I can say, no, this is what people think of me. And so I've kept that as my, I can't think of the word for it, but I've kept that as my
sounds like a security blanket. Yeah.
My security blanket. Although, like I said, I haven't opened it in years.
There you go. That's the thing with security blankets is you just have to have it there. That's all. Exactly. That is all. We are going to take a quick break and come back with a 6-pack of questions for Scot Stokely in just a second. So hang out with us.
Hi, this is Neil Michaels. Did you know that 2 out of 3 men will experience some form of hair loss by the time they're 35? And lucky me, I'm one of them. Thanks, Grandpa, for the crummy hair genes. Thank goodness now there's Keeps, the simple, stress-free way to keep your hair. Before Keeps, I keeps my hair all right in my brush, in the sink, and I definitely keeps my hair on the floor. Well, with Keeps, you get convenient virtual doctor consultations and medications delivered in discreet packaging right to your door every 3 months without ever leaving home. Best of all, Keeps treatments start at just $10 a month. Isn't keeping your hair worth $10 a month? Listen, right now, for listeners of the Approach Shot, your first month's treatment is absolutely free. Treatments can take 4 to 6 months to see results, so the sooner you start using Keeps, the sooner you will see results. Seriously, if you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/approach to receive your first month of treatment for free. You have to use this special web address to receive this offer. That's keeps.com/approach to get your first month free. keeps.com/approach.
How do you know if you're paying too much for your auto insurance? For a lot of drivers, the most costly part of owning a vehicle isn't the payment, the maintenance, or the gas. It's the insurance. You wouldn't buy a car without making sure you're getting the best deal, right? So why do it with your insurance? Make sure you're getting the most coverage for your money. Call GetMyAutoInsured.com at 844-286-8569. That's 844-286-8569. And start saving today.
And we are back with the Approach Shot. I'm John Ashton. He's Neil Michaels. It is time to put Scot Stokely on the hot seat with Neil's 6-pack of questions.
Let's do the 6-pack. Scott, question 1. What's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you on a golf course?
The most embarrassing thing that happened to me on a golf course. When I played a tournament in Santa Cruz when I was about 14 years old. And at the time, that course was covered in poison ivy, and it was a 3-day tournament. And by the 3rd day, I had poison ivy everywhere. And at one point during the final, wandered off to take a leak, and then I found myself scratching myself to turn around to see people watching me scratching myself. My back was to them, and therefore it couldn't look like anything.
Yeah, the answer we've ever had to that question.
Incredibly traumatizing to me at the time.
All right, question. That's just the best answer we've ever had to that question. I should probably stop right there. Question 2. What's your favorite golf word?
My favorite golf word. Oh God. My favorite that is tough. My favorite golf. Well, it's not bogey. I can tell you that. My favorite golf word is probably, I'm going to say Blue Power, because Blue Power is an organization to teach kids with special needs how to disc golf.
Good answer. How about your favorite sports movie?
It's Rudy, of course. And by the way, the reason why I identified with Rudy was because as a disc golfer, I couldn't identify with hitting a home run in the World Series. Mm-hmm. What I could identify with is the struggle to achieve something that was more internal, that wouldn't get the recognition that you would get in a traditional sports movie. It was about the individual overcoming and then succeeding for themselves. So that resonated way stronger than winning the heavyweight title in a movie.
Question 4, what's the one thing you can't live without on a golf course?
That I can't live without on a golf course? My friends, the people. I wouldn't play this. If no one played this game anymore and the courses existed, you would not see me on the course. I need my Frisbee family.
Very nice. Question 5, do you have a nickname that most people don't know about?
Ha! Well, I've tried to convince my girlfriend to call me Thor, but that hasn't caught on. The nickname, at one point, I had a group of friends in Colorado that used to call me Stokelberry Crunch. They said if I ever created a circle, it was called Stokelberry Crunch. I have no idea where it came from, and I haven't thought about that in 20 years.
No, but suddenly you sound like a delicious cereal.
I do believe you're flirting with me, sir.
We'll just leave that out there. Question 6. Since we are the approach shot in your approach to life, what one rule do you live by?
The one rule that I live by, I live by honesty. You will never, if we became close friends 30 years from now, you will not look back and find that I deceived you, not once. Being questioned of my integrity in that area is the most offensive thing that anyone has ever done. And understandably, because in the real world, people are dishonest, but that is something that I live by passionately. It's partially why my book is so honest. It's why I can't tell you that I invented the throwing techniques, even as a compliment. I have to say, no, I didn't.
Gotcha.
Because that's honesty that I have to abide by for me to be happy.
There you go. You are officially off the hot seat, and let me go ahead and do your shameless self-promotion. The book is Scot Stokely, Growing Up Disc Golf. Great picture on the front of Scott with his knuckles out because he's got tattoos across his knuckles that say disc golf. And Scott, the book is available at Amazon or any place that you pick up a book. Again, it's Scot Stokely, Growing Up Disc Golf.
Ever get a chance to sit down with this guy live, I am looking forward to that opportunity. If you ever come back to Iroquois, I will be there, Scott. But I have heard that watching you is an inspiration in and of itself. So,
and by the way, ScotStokely.net is where you can find everything with my traveling, my tours, my schedule, my next other books, my special needs work. It's all on ScotStokely.net.
We'll check it out. Scot
Stokely.
Stokely.
What a pleasure to have you here today.
It was great to meet you, man. Appreciate spending time with us.
Thank you for somehow getting me to share a story of scratching myself at a Frisbee tournament. Yeah, you guys are masters at this. So.
We do have magic wands, but that would sound like I was flirting with you.
You guys are
Thanks
great.
so much, Scott.
Golf is a funny game, and we prove it again with comedian Bert Hart coming up next. Stick around.
Could COVID really cost you your home? Well, cybercrime is up 75%, but the type you really need to worry about is home title theft, which is why you need Home Title Lock. Cyber criminals are after our homes, and it's easier than you'd think. The title documents to our homes are online now. The thief finds your home's title and forges your signature on a quitclaim deed stating you sold your home, and he's the new owner. Then he takes out loans on your home and leaves you in debt. You won't know until late payments or eviction notices arrive. Insurance doesn't cover you, and neither do common identity theft programs. For pennies a day, Home Title Lock protects your most valuable asset. The instant Home Title Lock detects someone tampering with your home's title, they help shut it down. Go to HometitleLock.com and register your address to see if you're already a victim and receive 30 free days of protection with promo code RADIO. Go to HometitleLock.com. HometitleLock.com.
And now, it's time for...
Golf is a funny game.
Back to your hosts, John Ashton and Neal Michaels.
That is what you call a person on a sugar high. Too many cookies for Mr. Big Boys.
Put down the donut, step away from the microphone.
Oh my gosh, donuts and coffee. It's caffeine and sugar. Wow. That explains a lot.
I grew up thinking that caffeine, nicotine, alcohol, and cholesterol were the 4 major food groups. So.
I think you got 2 of them. Yeah, I think you do.
Love to see what that pyramid looked like.
Welcome to Golf is a Funny Game. Today with us, we have the sweetheart of comedy. That's Mr. Bert Hart. That's not Bret Hart, the wrestler. It's Bert Hart, Berthart. And he goes by Sweetheart. Welcome to Golf is a Funny Game, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me. For anybody that sees me, they're not going to mistake me for the wrestler. So that's the number one indicator on who they're seeing.
Yeah, but he used to go by the best that is, the best that was, and the best that ever will be. Maybe that's you in comedy.
I'm like, I try and split the middle. I just try and I try not to be the best or the worst,
Hey, I'm kind of good. Hire me.
Yeah.
That way you don't disappoint.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Set the bar low and then overachieve. That's like my thing since high school.
That's the way I was when I was dating in high school.
Brett is live from the Golden Triangle of North Carolina, which is
right.
Very, very close to some of the best golf courses in the world. Pinehurst. If I could afford it, I'd play Pinehurst all the time.
I actually had a buddy when I was in the radio world that ended up buying a place in Pinehurst, and we were good friends, and I helped him get one of his biggest gigs. Mm-hmm. Never once got an invitation to play there or visit, in fact. So maybe I set the bar way too low there.
You didn't negotiate that up front, I'm guessing.
No, I did not. Well, Bert's got a very interesting YouTube channel, and one of the things he does on YouTube is a thing called a bad jokes competition. He does with 4 or 5 of his good friends. Mm-hmm. So go look under Sweetheart, and again, Hart is Hart, comedy, and look under YouTube and take a look at his bad joke competitions because they're great. And we decided, what was it you said, John, about not working too hard?
Don't agonize, plagiarize.
There you go. So because you do something funny, we thought, we're just going to go ahead and steal that, and we're going to do our own bad jokes competition. Yeah.
Yeah, just keep in mind, he does it with comedians.
Right.
I guess this means we do it with a comedian, but he's doing it with
a comedian.
He's doing it with rank amateurs this time. I venture to guess this will not show up on his YouTube channel.
He does, on the other hand, have a bumper sticker that his girlfriend put on that said, "We do it with comedians." So I don't know if
it was the "we" part that kind of threw me off. I didn't appreciate that going on my car. It's a bad look for me.
All right, so I think the way we should do this is we'll do this by age, reverse age. And since, Bert, you've done this before, why don't you go ahead and start? And I think we do a bad joke each, and then I guess the other 2 of us judge whether we think it's funny or not.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like during the show, what we do is one person will start out, and it rotates every time. And if you get any kind of reaction, typically, but we're going for a laugh. But if it depends. If it's a really, really funny sounding groan, we might even count that. It just depends. But
get a funny sounding groan, it could mean that one of the 2 of us have passed out.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a point. Maybe 2. I mean, what are the odds?
2 points if an ambulance comes up.
3 points if you get the ambulance driver to laugh at the joke while you're telling the story. Absolutely. Yeah, so you guys you'll probably appreciate this. I'll pull the curtain back a little bit. Most of what you hear in that bad jokes competition, there's 2 things. There's a finished product joke. Those are the ones that typically work, and then the ones that don't are what we call our needs work section. What you don't get
like
to
the
hear.
show.
Yeah, we usually edit out how we talk about our needs work section, or